Welcome back, WWE Warriors. You're watching Wrestling Legends Updates, the heartbeat of wrestling news. Stay tuned, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and let's jump right into the action. For weeks, the air in WWE has been thick with tension, the kind that feels electric, alive, and ready to erupt. Roman Reigns, the once untouchable tribal chief, has been missing in action. No speeches, no appearances, just silence. But fans know better than to mistake Roman's absence for weakness. Silence has always been his most dangerous weapon. It's not the sound of retreat, it's the sound of calculation. The calm before the storm. Meanwhile, the Vision faction, Paul Heyman's latest creation, has tried to fill that void. Under Heyman's command, they've dominated arenas with a mix of arrogance, precision, and manipulation. But behind Heyman's polished words, cracks have begun to show. His confidence feels forced. His tone trembles. The once unflappable mastermind seems haunted by a threat he can't control. And then, out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar returned. The Beast Incarnate didn't just walk back into WWE, he stormed in like a natural disaster. No warning, no reason, just pure, unrestrained destruction. On paper, these were three separate stories. Roman's silence, Heyman's new empire, and Brock's rampage. But in reality, they might have always been chapters of the same book, one about to slam shut on everyone who underestimated them. The hidden signals. No one saw coming. Fans who paid attention started to notice subtle clues that something bigger was brewing. Roman's last appearance months ago ended with a cryptic statement about reclaiming what was never lost. Then, in a move that sent social media into a frenzy, Brock's new merchandise started featuring tribal patterns, designs unmistakably linked to Roman's legacy. Even more haunting was an image that appeared online for only a few minutes. Roman's signature black glove dangling from a metal chain, silhouetted against a dim red light. It vanished almost as quickly as it appeared, but screenshots spread like wildfire. To most, it was random. To longtime fans, it looked like communication, the kind of hidden message only Roman and Brock could understand. Meanwhile, Heyman's composure slipped further. In backstage interviews, his signature smirk was gone. He looked nervous, distracted. During one segment, he addressed his Vision faction, proclaiming, "The era of the Vision is unstoppable, as long as we remain loyal." But his words didn't sound like leadership. They sounded like fear. His soldiers noticed too. Loyalty built on fear never lasts. The night that shook WWE to its core. Every great WWE story builds toward a single unforgettable moment. The one where fans' theories collide with reality. That moment arrived on a night that started like any other SmackDown broadcast. The lights dimmed. The crowd buzzed. Then, without warning, everything went black. The arena filled with smoke. The pounding rhythm of Roman Reigns' tribal drums echoed through the darkness. Boom! 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 The audience erupted, their chants merging into one deafening roar. Roman stepped through the haze, wearing his signature scowl, the look of a ruler returning to his throne. The energy was electric, but before the crowd could even catch their breath, another familiar sound hit the speakers. Brock Lesnar's theme music. The roar turned into stunned silence. Out walked Brock, calm and unshakable, eyes locked straight ahead. No animosity, no words, just purpose. Standing shoulder to shoulder, the tribal chief and the Beast Incarnate faced the world together for the first time in years. The unthinkable had just happened. The destruction of an empire. Heyman's Vision faction rushed the ring, desperate to protect their leader. What happened next was pure chaos. Roman and Brock moved like predators in sync. Spears, F5s, Superman punches, suplexes. it was total annihilation. Every move looked surgical, deliberate, like two forces finally aligned under one ruthless purpose. When the carnage ended, only one man remained standing: Paul Heyman. On his knees in the centre of the ring, surrounded by the wreckage of his own creation, he looked up at the two forces he once controlled. But they weren't his anymore. They were something new. Roman and Brock didn't speak. They didn't shake hands. They didn't even glance at each other. They just stood tall over the fallen faction. Two titans united by dominance. The crowd erupted again, unsure whether to cheer or tremble. It wasn't just an alliance. It was an evolution. That silent image, Heyman broken, Roman and Brock standing above him, told the entire story. We don't need you anymore. A new era of power. With one moment, WWE's balance of power shifted forever. Roman Reigns represents order, control, and intellect. The cold strategist who rules through dominance. Brock Lesnar embodies chaos, raw power, and destruction. A force that doesn't follow rules, only instincts. Together, they are two halves of the same monster. One mind, one muscle, one empire. The possibilities are terrifyingly endless. Together, they could dismantle every faction, bury every rival, and seize control over both Raw and SmackDown. Imagine them holding every major title, dictating who rises and who falls. A two-man tyranny standing over the entire WWE landscape. And yet, the question isn't just how far they'll go, it's how long it will last. Because when two apex predators share the same jungle, peace never lasts forever. Three futures. Waiting to unfold from this shocking turn, three possible futures now hover over WWE like storm clouds. 1. The collapse of the Vision faction. Heyman's once mighty creation could implode. Some members may beg for mercy, pledging loyalty to the new empire and forming a terrifying superfaction built on fear and dominance. Others may rebel, blaming Heyman for their downfall and igniting an internal civil war that tears WWE apart from within. 2. Heyman's revenge. Paul Heyman is no stranger to betrayal. He's rebuilt from ruin before. Don't be surprised if he returns as the mastermind behind a rebellion, recruiting the bitter, the overlooked, and the hungry to rise up against the empire he accidentally helped create. The devil always works best in the shadows. 3. The age of tyranny. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar could seize absolute control. Every storyline, every belt, every moment would orbit their power. They could bury careers, rewrite history, and rule WWE as co-kings until one of them decides the throne isn't big enough for two. And when that day comes, the only man who could stand against them might be the one who knows them best. Seth Rollins. The architect turned Avenger, the one who has beaten both men at their peak. Imagine a WrestleMania main event. Reigns versus Lesnar versus Rollins. 3 legacies, 1 empire, ultimate control. The storm that won't end. Across social media, the WWE Universe is losing its mind. Hashtags are exploding. Clips of Roman and Brock's synchronized chaos are going viral. The Spear F5 combo has already become a legend. Fans who drifted away from wrestling are tuning back in, desperate to see how this story unfolds. Because this isn't just another storyline. It's the rebirth of dominance, the fusion of power and fury. The rewriting of what it means to be unstoppable in WWE. Roman Reigns' empire has evolved. Brock Lesnar's chaos has found purpose. Together, they've created something the company hasn't seen in decades. True, unpredictable danger. But beneath all the hype lies one haunting question. Can two predators truly coexist? Roman craves control. Brock craves destruction. They may stand together today, but history tells us that one will eventually strike first. And when that moment comes, The explosion will shake WWE to its core once again. The final word. For now, the message is clear. The Empire has returned. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have rewritten the rules, crushed the hierarchy, and declared war on everyone who stands in their path. The WWE landscape will never be the same, not because of titles or rivalries, but because two legends have reminded the world what power really looks like. The Tribal Chief and the Beast Incarnate have joined forces, and until one betrays the other, every superstar in WWE lives under their shadow. The storm has only begun, and when it finally breaks, no one, not even Paul Heyman, will be safe.